Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching. Here in Kenya, it's about
That's even funny.
7 in the morning.
Why are
It's
Kenya
cold,
people? Why?
it's cloudy. Yeah,
Oh,
so today is on Saturday.
why you cooking
I'm here to
yourself?
do the end week review
Why is
for
that
this
right?
very disappointing dish called Dueting Mukbang videos. It's been a disappointment. But here we are at the end of the week. So let's get into the review. Now, the usual metrics: creator fulfillment, content uptake, ease of entry, ease of creation, monetization, and finally, benefit to community. I'd like to just do a little bit of a recap on what we had on Monday, Wednesday, and then today. On Monday, we got into this with a bit of expectations. Though we weren't like I didn't shoot very high. Okay. So on Wednesday, got very disappointed. Um, the traction was terrible, the uptake was terrible, the fulfillment was terrible, and actually the benefit community was below terrible. So today being Saturday, let's see if anything have changed. Straight into it. Creator fulfillment. It still stands at 40%. It is a very non-fulfilling niche. I feel it doesn't, other than exposing other cultures and how they do their thing, it doesn't have any benefit to me in person. It doesn't educate me, it doesn't bring joy in my life, it just ikes me up because seeing those people eat such kind of food, it's not my thing. Now, the low score on creator fulfillment is heavily influenced by low uptake and low interaction. As I had said in the past, each video is averaging about 15 views at best, and that is throughout the whole week. If we check the videos that I did on Monday or on Sunday, you will find that they are like 20 views, and that's so uncool. I don't like that. Okay, so content uptake. It drops to 40 on Wednesday and stayed there. Largely because I've not put up any. I put up some videos on. I don't know whether it was on Wednesday or on Thursday in the evening. They got also low traction. Those were like more more nuanced towards Indian street food, which is also nasty and dirty. I don't know if they're doing it just for the show or they actually eat the food, but not good. So low content uptake has been there. I have a strong belief that the algorithm is really not pushing such videos because if I don't like them, who wants to see them? You know? Okay. Uh, Ease of entry in terms of equipment still stands at 90%. The phone, the ring light is enough. Well, there's room for improvement if you have like bigger lights, better cameras. You can do all those, okay? But in the basics of it, the phone, the ring light, enough. Ease of creation in terms of inspiration dropped to 80% from 90, still stands at 80%. As I pointed out, not all videos are duetable, right? Yeah. What also happens is, what has happened is that I've gotten um, the creativity to diss other people has, has just gone out of the roof. I just don't have points. I don't have ideas on how to be critical on them. It just goes to say that critiquing other people, especially other cultures is not really my thing. I had tried on Monday, I believe also on Tuesday, to bring a Swahili and Kikuyu angle to this, like a fling, try to diss them in my vernacular. But I found that locally people don't want to view such videos. They don't necessarily care about them. So I pivoted to English to try and capture a global uh, audience. And there, I believe the algorithm is not pushing them because I don't think the algorithm, my mic fell. I don't think the algorithm wants to push things that give people the hype. So yeah, that is that. Monetization dropped to 50%, stays there. You know, as I said, not much room for placement. Low uptake also negates the thinking behind it. If you only have 15 views, and we all know that it's just a video that appeared on someone's FYP, what is the point of placing something that is monetizable in there? Seems to be a waste of time and effort. So, lastly, today we're just going to skim through them because they didn't change. They've said the same from Wednesday. Benefit to community. Now, um, it had dropped to 50%. It still says there. Okay. Mm. This is not necessary. As a niche, it's not beneficial to anyone. To the one creating the videos, not beneficial. To the one watching the videos, they get the hike. To the one, the original creator from whom I'm duetting, they just get disappointed at the criticism. It doesn't hold any benefit to anyone, unless you're like a dark-hearted person who really loves dark humor or anything. No benefits. Um, to be honest, I'm regretting choosing this niche. There are very many avenues or niches that I could have chosen this week. And for some reason, I chose this one. And I chose to stick with it to the end just because I didn't want to go against the process of 1 week, one niche. But I'm regretting it. I've not liked the experience. Wacha ati like doing it long term. I wouldn't like to add one more day. I wouldn't even want to do one more video on it tomorrow. Because that's how far I don't like the niche. Being critical, having to see those people do such kind of things, and I understand it could be their culture. That's how they're brought up, right? But I don't like them. Okay? It is what it is. I'm just saying what it is. So I'm very grateful that the week is over. And frankly, I just did some videos on Sunday, some on Monday, I believe some on Tuesday, then on Wednesday I didn't put up anything. Maybe on Thursday I did some. Yesterday, on Friday, I put up some videos, but those were sing-alongs. I just felt like the account needed a rehabilitation. And I was also testing whether the account has been sort of blacklisted by the algorithm. I found not. So yeah, of course there have been consequences to the account where the algorithm has kind of forgotten to recommend it to the right individuals, but the traction is there. Got like 100 views or something, so the traction is still there. Uh, Next week we can build from that. From the ashes of this week, we can build something. So the intentions are heavy on giving next week a very fun niche, something that is jovial, bouncy, and all, just to clear off this backlog of how would I call it? It's like a clogged drain of dueting mukbang videos. Funny to say that on Sunday I thought to be very very funny to people, to be very comedic, but unfortunately the reality is that it wasn't, and that is that, right? So our bonus is about the account growth. Account stagnated from Wednesday, and it's understandable. It's understandable that it did stagnate since I didn't post any videos. So still 46 followers. The question, will I do it long term? No, still stands. I don't even want to add 1 more hour. That's why I'm doing this video very early in the morning, just to get over with this thing. Mm, do it. Okay. There's one positive through all this. Well, the silver lining, right? Um, Despite everything, I've stuck with the niche to the end. And I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Um, you remember on Wednesday I had the question, do I just leave it there and just forget, do another niche? Do I just leave it there and do no videos? I've stuck with it. Well, I've not posted a lot of videos. And on average, I'm posting wise, I have very few videos. But I've stuck with it to the end and speaks of my character and I'm proud of myself. Yeah, that's a positive. Now, I have some pointers here. The algorithm doesn't like the niche. I don't know whether it's mukbang videos or the algorithm doesn't like critical reviews. For it not to like critical reviews, I am guessing that it will mean that the algorithm generates captions on what I'm saying and then uh, understands them and rejects the video. The, I don't know how it does it, but the algorithm doesn't like it. After testing yesterday on whether the algorithm can be rehabilitated on getting back the views, I found that the what I tried was singing, right? Sing along yesterday. Had a very nice video to my mama. So it had good traction. So the algorithm clearly doesn't like that niche, reviewing mukbang videos. So if you're planning to get into it, either find a way of working around the algorithm or just don't do it. Or find another platform to do it at. Maybe on live. Live would be better if you get a group of people that like that. Okay, so another pointer is that the low number of videos that I've posted this week has kinda backtracked the account. The account has taken like 2 steps behind. Remember the traction of getting new followers, higher likes, higher interactions, though that has backtracked a bit. Algorithm wise and also audience wise, because I believe there must be someone out there, one of my very staple followers, those who view every video and interact. I believe there are some of them asking themselves, what the hell is happening here? Okay, so we've taken a few steps back, but since the account is based on the purposes it's only based for experimentation, we can allow it. For your account as a creator, be careful about that. Um, so, having learned that throughout the week, I have a question and I don't have an answer. But this is something that we will figure out as time goes. What type of content does the algorithm like most? From what I've done in the past, the algorithm seems to really, really like singing and dancing videos. Okay? Over time, we'll get to a point where we are doing technical issues like teaching people finance, like budgeting, blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that point. We'll know over time what the algorithm really likes. Either way, it's an open-ended question. If you'd have a an answer to it, it's very welcome. Okay. Um, I think that's that. Join me in saying bye bye to that very terrible niche. I'm still waiting for an inspiration on what to do next week. What niche to be part of next week. But the key the key thing about next week, the key intention is for it to be fun. Fun, first of all, for me, because I'm so bored. I'm bored out of my head. This reviewing mukbang video thing is too. No. Goodbye. Enough of you. It has to be fun for me. Jovial, uplifting, Yeah. And then benefit to community. So, not yet figured out, but in the course of the day, I'll find out something. So, um, today, still sipping on tea, the herbal tea, um, rosemary, lemongrass, mint infused black tea, unsweetened. I like it unsweetened. Today, I'm using the flask because it's cold. I didn't want the drink to get cold on me. Yeah. So, guys, have a great time. Great weekend ahead. For those in Kenya, it's a long weekend, all the way to started yesterday, all the way to like Tuesday because of Madaraka Day. So you all have yourself a great weekend. For those who sip in peace, don't sip and drive. Remember to spread love and show love to even the unloved ones. So at the end of it all, adios.